Hi guys, charity shop gold or garbage. This one looks pretty, but I think we could probably call it garbage. Radio controlled. Revell. Cost me £2. Why did I buy it? Well, it is four-wheel drive. There's no suspension, it's absolutely rigid, even though it sort of got all these plastic bits there. But I did rather like the idea of the proper four wheels. But I'm pretty confident it's one of these 2.4 gigahertz ones. I suppose we could call them crossover because they're not really toy grade and they're not really hobby grade. Well, in fact, they're certainly not hobby grade, but they use 2.4 gigahertz transmitter and receiver. I think. I'm going to take it apart and check, but I've given it a quick go with my usual 27 megahertz and 40 megahertz, and it's not interested. No battery cover, so I need to do something there to hold them in place. I've tried my hobby grade 2.4 gig, doesn't bind with it. I've tried this one from the Maisto Extreme Beast, it doesn't bind with that. I've tried a couple of helicopter ones that I've got, doesn't bind with them. So I'll take it apart just so we can see the receiver, but I think this is well, basically junk unless I actually change out the receiver for one that's going to recognise my transmitters. It's going to be no use at all other than parts. Right, well, it looks nice. Got the prop shaft going front to back. I'm guessing that's the drive motor. Well, let's have a look. Looks like we've got to undo all of the screws. Oh, well, it's easy enough to see the steering. And the drive. But that's our receiver. Oh, I've got crystal on it. I can't quite read what that crystal says. Looks like 8112, whatever that might be. Well, that's the white paste you usually have on a heatsink, but there's no heatsink there. See if we can see what that chip says. I can't see if there's any numbers written on that chip or not. This one we're talking about. I'll have to watch the video back and check. What does that crystal say on it? I'll just put some power onto the motors to check that they work. Okay. Keep my finger on it to stop it popping out. Okay, works that way. Come on. That'll do. Apart from my fingers being in the way. Okay, so we got steering. I'm going to have to lift it up to do the motor, aren't I? Drive motor. So, motors are fine. I say it's supposed to be a 4x4. Yes, all four wheels are driven, but there's no suspension. And I think that's probably a 2.4 receiver. But it's one of those ones that's not a typical hobby grade one. It's a toy grade 2.4, so it's not compatible with any of the transmitters I've got. Mind you, I've only got Fly Sky and what's that thing? Super RC Systems AX5S, whatever that is. That's one that doesn't bind with my Fly Sky receivers, so I just wondered if that might work, but it doesn't. So there we go, junk really. We can replace this. Stick a Fly Sky receiver in there and a couple of ESCs. And it'll work. But if I just bought this off the shelf for one of my grandsons, they'd be pretty upset because it certainly won't work without a proper transmitter. I'll put it back together now.
Hey, thanks for watching. There's plenty of videos on my main channel with more added daily, so don't forget to subscribe and enable the notifications to keep you up to date with my new releases. You can help keep my channel running by donating $1 on Patreon to buy me coffee. You can always find more information in the video description. Thanks again for watching.